Hi, my name is Jackie Waechter. I'm the owner of Blissful Honeymoons and Destination Weddings. I want to thank you so much for considering me in planning your destination wedding. I wanted to give you a quick kind of overview of my services, what that looks like for you, so that when we actually have a meeting, it'll leave us more time to get to know each other and find out a little bit more about you and your wedding and what you want to do. The process begins by having an interview, finding out more about the two of you, what you envision for your wedding. We'll also talk about budget, what you think you want to spend, what you would like for your guests to spend, and we'll discuss really the vision for your wedding. I'll take this information, I'll put it together, and I will send you usually 3 to 4 proposals. Those proposals will include pricing on lead-in category rooms. I'll also include information on the wedding packages, and finally, I'll include the comps and benefits. Those are the perks and benefits you're going to get for having your wedding at the resort. It can be free room nights, free private events, upgrades, and even financial kickbacks. Once we've agreed upon a resort, the next step is to secure your wedding date and time. Most of the resorts are going to require you put down a deposit of $250 to $500 to reserve your wedding date and time. That money will go towards your actual wedding, so it's not lost. Once we've got the wedding date and time reserved, the next step is to reserve a block of rooms. Now, if you're going to have 10 rooms or more, it's really smart to go ahead and reserve a block of rooms. The reason being is we're going to lock in the prices and we're going to lock in the rooms. That way we are guaranteed the rates and we're guaranteed inventory for your group. One question I get, well, what if I hold too many rooms? That's not a problem. I'll help you with a formula I have to choose the right number of rooms. Any unsold inventory will be released by a certain date at no penalty. Once we sign this contract, you will put down a deposit of $100 per room held typically. That $100 is yours. So if you hold 20 rooms, you'll put down a deposit of $2,000, and that $2,000 will be applied to your room. It's a good faith deposit to let the resort know we're serious about pulling these rooms out of inventory for your wedding. So that money won't be sacrificed. The next stop is I'll build your wedding website. This is going to give your guests all the information they need about the resort, about the pricing. I also arrange all airport transportation for your guests. That information will be there, along with information on where they can fly. Now, guests can do their own flights, or I can do their flights for them. This gives them the flexibility. If they have a companion pass or points, they can book their own flights without it affecting anything. The next stop after that is to post the wedding website. There'll be a button where your guests will click and book their trip. It makes it very simple. You will actually begin planning your wedding with the on-site wedding planner. Most of them don't start. Some will start a year out. Some won't start until 3 to 6 months prior, but you can always email them and get information about special events and get information about photography and videography. And there's a lot of questions they can answer. There's also a lot of questions I can answer. I will actually step out of the wedding detail planning process and let you work directly with the wedding coordinator at the resort. Therefore, I don't muddy up what you're trying to tell them. But I'm always here for you. So for any instance, you can't get a hold of your wedding coordinator or you don't understand something, always let me know, because that's what I'm here for, is to back you up and to make sure your experience is seamless and positive. Once all your guests have booked and we get closer to travel, we'll collect all the final payments on the group, so you don't have to worry about that either. Lastly, I put together a travel app. This is an app that is going to go to each one of your guests with their specific travel details. Also in that, I will include your wedding details, so you can let me know of any private events, a welcome cocktail party, a catamaran cruise, the actual wedding. We'll put the location. It'll all be in their phone in the app, so you don't have to worry about printing something up to get to everyone. They'll already have all that. Lastly, you'll get your comps back, usually about 30 to 15 days prior to travel, and we just make the process as simple as possible. When we meet, we can go over any questions that you have about this short video. I know there's a lot of information here, and I'm happy to answer questions. And we'll probably answer the questions more than once because this is a lot of information. I look forward to meeting you. Thank you again so much for considering me for your destination wedding.